name's Heidi. Today I'm going to be taking us through a short and sweet Pilates ab workout for those of you with low back issues. This workout's going to be focused on stabilizing the pelvis and the lower spine and strengthening your core muscles. We'll be avoiding deep forward folds and also twists because those are both movements that you want to avoid if you have any sort of low back issues. The first thing I want to mention is when you get down onto the floor, if you've got a sensitive low back, it's best not to round forward. So you want to, from standing, it's best to just take one knee down, keeping the spine straight, and then just bringing the knees together. From here, you can roll onto one hip and then roll to your side, and then from your side, roll down onto your back. Let's start with our knees bent, feet flat, and then you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a few little half roll-ups, which is going to engage our upper abs without having to round that lower spine. So from here, you're going to pull the shoulder blades down into your mat and then pull the ribs and belly in. See if you can keep the belly muscles contracting inward as you reach your arms back behind you. Inhale the arms up, bring your chin to your chest, and then as you exhale, you're going to peel just your shoulder blades off the mat. Look at your belly, pull it in, and then roll it back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, just the shoulder blades lift, right? So it's those upper abs, that rib cage is drawing in deeply. And then roll it back. We'll take a couple more, right? Noticing here that your lower back is staying nice and long. One more coming up. This time we're going to hold it here at the top, right? So I'm going to think about really reaching through my arms, pulling the belly in, and then I'll begin to pump for the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. If you're pumping here and this feels pretty easy, you're going to draw the low belly in, and then you can one leg at a time use the low belly to lift those legs up to your tabletop. And then you can take the 100 just like this. Keep your eyes focused on your stomach and keep pulling those belly muscles in. If you start to feel any sort of strain in your neck, you can rest your head down and keep pumping with your arms, but still focus on really drawing the belly muscles inward. Two more breaths. Last one. Hug your knees in. Rest your head and shoulder blades down. Now we'll take our right hand on our right ankle. Left hand's going to go on your shin just below your right knee. Extend your left leg up towards the sky. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, let's peel our shoulder blades up. So we're moving into our stomach series. This first exercise of the stomach series is the single leg stretch. You're going to start by pulling your right knee in towards your right shoulder, pulsing it in for 1, 2, and then switching it out. Left leg pulses in 1, 2. All right, so you're trying to keep your eyes glued to your belly the whole time. You're focusing on that inward contraction of your stomach. If you're moving here and it feels pretty good and your lower back is anchored, right, it's not arching off the mat, then you could challenge yourself and start to drop that extending leg a little bit lower. Right, but the second you feel your lower back start to arch off your mat, you want to bring the leg back to that higher angle, right? It's easier to anchor the back with that leg lifted a little higher. Right, all the effort here should be in your stomach. My elbows are wide. One more each side. And then both knees in, roll head and shoulder blades down. Let's take our hands behind our head here. And then we'll bring our knees to tabletop. So knees are going to be right over the hips. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, peel the shoulder blades off the mat. Look at your belly once again. Draw your elbows in by your ears here. Take another inhale, and then as you exhale, can you peel up a little higher like you were trying to touch your elbows to your knees without moving your legs. With your next inhale, we'll extend both legs out as you open the elbows wide. Shoulder blades are still off the mat. As you exhale, bend the knees in, hug the elbows in, try to curl up and touch your knees. Inhale, open. close. Keep moving and breathing here, right? The same focus here, right? You're focusing on keeping that lower back anchored, keeping the belly muscles drawing in. Just a couple more, right? Maybe you can start to drop those legs a little lower as long as you can keep your back down. If your back starts to arch, you can bring the legs higher. They can even go straight up to the ceiling. For 2 more. Last one. And then roll head and shoulder blades down. Let's extend our right leg straight up, moving into the single straight leg stretch. Grab onto the back of that right leg and then extend your left leg long. You want that left leg to hover about a foot off the floor, but then pull the belly in, right? Make sure your back is down. If your back starts to arch, you're gonna bring that leg higher. And then we'll just stretch this right hamstring, right? So pull the right leg towards your face. You could even take a few ankle circles here. And then we'll take an inhale. As you exhale, peel shoulder blades up, look at your belly. Lifting the shoulder blades off the mat, drawing the belly in. We'll pulse in for 1, 2, and then switch, 1, 2. Really reaching through that extending leg. And then same thing, the lower that leg goes, the more challenge it is for the stomach, right? But it's also can put strain on your back if your core is not working hard enough. So if you feel that it's too much taking the leg low, you're just gonna bring that extending leg to a higher angle. And then you're really pulling on that top leg to stretch your hamstring. One more each side. And then left leg will come in. You're gonna hover that right leg, roll head and shoulder blades down. And then we can increase the hamstring stretch on this left leg, drawing that left leg in a little deeper, maybe taking a few ankle circles here. And then we'll bring the right leg up to meet the left leg. Heels together, toes apart. Let's take our arms down at our sides here for this next exercise. You're gonna walk your fingertips a little further down so that you're really opening up through your shoulders and chest. And shoulders are pressing to the mat on either side of you. And then hug the ribs and the belly in. I want you thinking about really squeezing through the low belly. With your inhale, you're gonna lower the legs just a couple inches towards the mat. As you exhale, bring the legs back to 90 degrees. Right, so you're really focusing on those low belly muscles. You're gonna inhale to lower the legs, and then exhale to lift. Same rule applies. You're not gonna let your back arch off the mat, right? So if you take the legs too low and this starts to happen, see this gap between my back and the mat, that's no good, right? You're gonna be putting strain on your back there, right? So you're only taking your legs as low as that lower back stays anchored and the effort stays in your stomach. Let's do a few more. If your back can stay down, your belly can stay in, then you can start to take the legs a little lower. Let's bring it back up. And then we'll try just a couple more with hands behind the head. Take your hands behind your head, take an inhale, and then exhale, peel shoulder blades up, look at your belly. So now you're really contracting through those upper abs, and then same thing, inhale, lower the legs, exhale to lift. Keep squeezing through the glutes and inner thighs. Two more. Last one. Bring it up. And then roll it down. Rock a little here side to side. And then let's sit our feet down. We'll do a few rounds of bridge pose here to stretch our belly after all that ab work, right? So walk your fingertips towards your heels. Draw the low belly in and then lift the hips up. Once you're up, can you close the ribs, draw the navel towards the spine, and then maybe press your hips a little higher so you feel a nice stretch through the front body. Take an inhale, and then exhale to roll down. Upper back to tailbone, you're rolling down, anchoring through that mid and upper back. Once your tailbone touches, we'll lift again, right? So pull the low belly in and then press the hips up. And then draw the ribs in and roll down. And just one more, rolling up.
holding here for a couple extra breaths here on this last one. One more inhale, and then exhale to roll it down. Let's hug both knees into the chest. We'll take one final stretch here. Let's extend our left leg long, and then we're gonna hug onto that right shin. Really reach to that left leg as you pull your right knee towards your right armpit. Can you feel a stretch through your hip there? And then we'll switch. Left knee comes in. Let's extend that right leg, right? The more you reach that right leg, the more stretch you'll get in the front of that leg, right? So now you're really pulling here. Left knee towards left armpit. Spine stays long on your mat. And then we'll bring both knees in, give them a squeeze. And then we'll roll over to our side. Press ourselves up to a seat. And you are finished with your Pilates ab workout for those of you with low back sensitivity. I hope this information was useful, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much.